So this is, I have you heard this story? The Tennessee explosives plant leaves 19 people missing and feared dead. Sheriff says the Army munitions plant. The Army munitions plant is gone.
Yeah,
like it disintegrated. Now this is a 8-building complex with 20 employees, and it disappeared. And all 19 workers are considered missing, probably dead. Because, like, quite literally, this was a facility, and it is now dust.
They're not missing; they're misting. They're.
Oh wow! Fuck, that's terrible.
Well, no, and there's some close-ups here in a second. So, in McEwen, Tennessee, a blast completely leveled, an explosives plant Friday in rural Tennessee, leaving behind a mass of twisted metal, burned out shells of cars, and at least 19 people missing and feared dead. Authorities said. There's nothing to describe. It's gone. Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis said of the blast site at Accurate Energetic Systems, which supplies and researches explosives for the military. He said it was one of the worst scenes he's ever seen, especially gut-wrenching because he knows 3 families connected to the tragedy. Davis said multiple people were killed, but declined to say how many, referring to 19 missing souls because officials were still speaking to family. So for reference, like that's a husk of a car, and these are like supporting I-beams and whatnot parts of the structure. Like, this was a large facility that got turned to dust. Presumably instantly. There is nothing left. Gone. The blast occurred at about 7:45 a.m. Davis said aerial footage showed the company's hilltop location smoldering and smoky. Debris was scattered over at least a half-mile area, and people more than 15 miles away felt the explosion. Families of the missing were waiting in a parking lot by an undamaged building near the site Friday afternoon, waiting for news as officials searched the site. And again, so it doesn't look that big from the aerial photo, right? From up here, it doesn't look like that big. It looks kind of small. But then you zoom in and you're like, no. That's a car that's gone, right? So this was a large facility that had 8 buildings on it. The company's website says that it processes explosives and ammunition at an 8-building facility that sprawls across wooded hills in the Bucksnort area, about 60 miles southwest of Nashville. It's not immediately known how many people worked at the plant or how many were there when the explosion happened. Davis said the investigators are trying to determine what happened and couldn't say what caused the explosion. Emergency crews were initially unable to enter the plant because of the continuing detonations, Hickman County Advanced EMT David Stewart said by phone. Now, this is very dark and horribly tragic, and I would recommend everybody pray for the families of these men, as I cannot imagine anything more tragic than waiting outside the facility. You see it burning as EMTs and firefighters and medics are searching for the 19 loved ones that are presumed dead at this point. I don't know if there's anything else that could be more gut-wrenching for those families. Pray for them. If there's some sort of support you can offer them, or if you're local to them, or if there's some sort of official GoFundMe setup, I would, if we can actually find that, Richard, if there is some way to support, and I'd be happy to drop the link in chat for that sort of thing, because that is absolutely tragic. Davis said the investigators were trying to determine what happened and couldn't say what caused the explosion. Emergency crews were initially unable to enter the plant because of the continuing detonations. By Friday afternoon, there were no further danger of explosions, and the scene was under control, according to Gray Collier, spokesman for the Humphreys County Emergency Management Action. Accurate Energetic Systems, based in nearby McEwen, did not immediately respond to a phone message seeking comment on Friday morning. The company has been awarded numerous military contracts, largely by the U.S. Army and Navy, to supply different types of munitions and explosives, according to public records. The products range from bulk explosives to landmines and small breaching charges, including C4. Now, this is just absolutely tragic. The worst place possible for an accidental explosion, an accidental fire, because it's quite literal. Whatever measures they had in place to make it safe obviously weren't enough, as the entire place was just obliterated in a very short amount of time. When the explosion occurred, residents in Lobelville, a 20-minute drive from the scene, said they felt their homes shake, and some people captured the loud boom of the explosion on their home cameras. The blast rattled Gentry Stover from his sleep. I thought the house had collapsed with me inside of it, he told Associated Press. I live very close to accurate, and I realized about 30 seconds after I woke up that it had to have been that. Let me see if this video has the actual noise in it.
No crowdsourcing as of yet.
Yeah. It's just terrible, especially for the families. Only positive I could think out of it, it was probably instant. But yeah, it is just.
I mean, yeah, as soon as they realized something was happening, they were probably gone. Like, even if there was some sort of chain reaction, they probably heard a boom on the other side, and then it was over.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Oh no,
they
I
didn't
think
suffer
there
at all.
is. Yeah. Yeah. So you can hear that. So we probably live 15 miles as the crow flies. So I wonder how far away this video was. But you can hear it, you can feel it, everything shakes.
15 miles through a fairly wooded area from the looks of the overtop recordings of it.
Yeah, absolutely tragic. And it's just, yeah, pray for the families, support in any way that you can, and just absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's just gone.